Peace to the earth, I said. Peace king, peace king, peace king. Peace to the kings, I said. Peace queen, peace queen, peace queen. Peace to the queens, I said. Yeah, it's peace king when you see me in the street. Proper greeting to not acknowledge a light being. It's not the season, no ego. Leader of the people, vision like Calico. This for my amigos, leaning on that window of that Rego. I'm praying that one day he gon' be free though. They ran up in the crib while he's peeking through the peephole. Never thought it would be divine evil, creeping with that heat close. They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. Now that's a gold-plated no baguettes on my chest. Life a movie, words got special effects. A old school G used to bump Rex and effects. And the Fugees, youngins know that I'm next. I pump knowledge to the streets so they showin' respect. Cause I did it without the fraudulent stories about me blowing a tech. I let the Most High order my steps. Feel me? You gotta know what time it is, man. It's the age of Aquarius. Each one teach one. That's what it is. I said, peace to the gods. I said, peace to the earth. I said, peace king, peace king. Peace to the kings, I said. Peace queen, peace queen. Peace to the queens, I said. The quarterback need protection from the lineman for the yards. More makers in alignment with the stars. Too many MCs lying in your bars. And you wonder why they ain't buying your cars. Like, oh, keep wildin' cause he won't keep silent about police violence. Keeping both he's firing for the weak and dying. No need for sirens. Third eye eyelids open and vibrant. Jamal Milton shining. Hard to watch a young king get killed and he for cigarettes. Shit. Steady talking about you real. You ain't let your gas fail for that nigga yet.
Oh, come on in. Come on in. Sometimes you got to flipping on them. Sometimes you got to flipping on them. Let's get right and exact. Let's get right and exact. We're going to get the frequency right. Again. Because we talking about the altar. This is a big one. This is a big one. Trust me, they don't want y'all to get this work. They don't want y'all to get this work. If you stay to the end of this lesson, you're going to learn something crazy. Trust me. Let's go. Let's go. Shalom alaikum. Shalom. Imhotep. Assalamu alaikum. Grand rising to the royal family. Anke Ma'at. Welcome to the Lighthouses. If this is your first time, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, click the follow button. So you can get the updates every Monday through Friday when your family comes together to build and to learn African spirituality and the sacred sciences. I want to shout out my first 9 on this feed. As I always do before I begin, I always shout out the first 9. So let me get to that real quick. Pull this up. Make sure we ain't freezing now. You know what I'm saying? Because today's one of them days when the watchers is watching. Real quick, shout out to Tasha Fiddox. If you don't know, Tasha Fiddox got a clothing line. It's called Fidoxy. Check it out. It's crazy. Sonia Sunshine in the building. Domino's Taunito to you, Sonia Sunshine. I see you. She is a loyal follower. Ashley McKinney as well. I see you. Robin Taylor. That's right. It's the age of Aquarius. Let's stop playing, man. Let's put the info out there. You know what I'm saying? And stop slowing the people down. Deonta Hearn is in the building. Genesis is in the building. Genesis Rochelle. Yup. We too geeky for him, Genesis. We switch it up on him real quick. Nasu Clinton Jones. They looking for me out in the Pacific Ocean right now. They're looking for my IP address. I don't play no games with them. Angel Thornton out of Denver, and Latoya McKinney in the building. I see you. Grand rising to all of you. Grand rising to my first 9. We talking about tending to the altar today. Tending to the altar. Now, as we all know, altars are something that are seen fairly common throughout society. An altar is no stranger to even the lay person. It's something that you will find pretty much, right? No matter what church that you may go to, mosque, right? It don't matter what walk of faith, you're going to find an altar somewhere, and you'll even find it in homes, right? So, now many of us who are new to the Kemetic faith, we've never seen a Kemetic altar before, right? A Kemetic altar. And what an altar has on it is, it usually has the deity that you may be praying to or looking to for answers, or want to give offerings to. This is where you will find these different things, right? Here's some Kemetic altars just to show you, give you some examples, right? Then you have Buddha, who has an altar, right? Buddha got an altar too, huh? The Hindu religion and Buddha, they have an altar as well, right? The Catholic Church has an altar, don't they? The Christian faith, they also have altars. Well, hell, even the Satanics, even the Satanists have their own altar, right? Altars. So when we look at this, we have to say, well, this is something that is consistent across the board, right? You can find all sorts of things. Like, y'all see my altar. I used to make my desk into my altar. You'll find Het Haru on my altar, right? The principle of love and nurturing mothers, right? You'll find Anpu. You'll find Anpu on my altar, right? The principle of preparation of dead bodies, right? All those type of things you may find on a Kemetic altar. On my altar, you'll find the canoptic jars, right? With the 4 sons of Haru, right? Duamutef, and you'll find all sorts of deities, principles on altars. But it gets a little funny when you see that all religions participate in different types of altars. So then there's something that's consistent across the board that maybe we aren't picking up, and we're going to talk about that today. Okay? You see, your altar is supposed to have certain things on it. It's supposed to have elements, and those elements consist of earth, wind, fire, and water. You will find all of these elements on altars. In the Catholic Church, you'll see them swinging around that thing with the smoke coming out of it, the incense burner. They swing that around, that represents the smoke. Then you'll find, the cup, the glass filled with water, right? You'll find candles lit, right? And then you usually find some leaves or some sort of plantation nearby. When you look at the altar, you maybe find a feather or flowers, right, to represent the earth, right? And it doesn't matter what walk you're dealing with, you're going to find the same things on an altar, okay? So there is something that is unanimously consistent between all these different theologies and ideologies and thought processes and walks of faith, or whatever you want to call them, consciousness. There's something that is consistent that we all gravitate towards building an altar. An altar. Some go to the altar to bring offerings. They'll bring, their little fruits, and some people bring money to the altar and lay money on the altar. We've seen that in the church, right? All too common. Some of us will even we'll go and lay ourselves down at the altar. Huh? We'll lay ourselves down on the altar, pass out, do all those things, right? There's something that is missing here that we need to connect, and I'm going to connect that for you right now. You see, everything in this world on the physical plane has a connection to the spiritual plane or consciousness. Nothing that we have exists until it first exists within the mind, within the conscious mind. The things that we've created as far as religion, the walks of faith, the principles, the rituals, these are all just tools. They're just tools. The altars that we create have absolutely no power whatsoever. No power. Oh, I'm going to hurt some feelings today. That's right. The altar that you have created in your home, in your room, has absolutely no power whatsoever. You see? The 4 elements that we have on our altars, the reason why we put those 4 elements there is to help awaken what is within ourselves. You see, we think that the power lies within the idols. Huh? Oh, if only I could get to the church and get to the cross. Huh? If only I could get to the altar and lie at the feet of God. Ha ha. Ha ha. If only I could bring my troubles to the altar, everything would be okay. Huh? We've lost sight of what it really looks like, family. You see, the power has nothing to do with the altar. The 4 elements that we seek, the 4 elements that we speak of are all within inside of us. It's within inside of us. Huh? Man, somebody waking up today. Somebody waking up today. You see, the earth is your flesh. The water, the body is made of 72% water, the blood. Right? Why do you think they tell you we got to drink Jesus' blood in communion? Huh? Sound kind of vampire-ish to me. Why they tell you got to drink the blood of Christ? Why they tell you got to get baptized in the water? Huh? The element of water. The fire is the candles. The fire is the heartbeat of the human body. The fire. The wind, the air that we breathe. Huh? What somebody said? Pau interu. Pau interu. Huh? You're saying, show me your face. Interu, show me your face. When we say anecharak, paut. Paut means the 10. The 10 elements. Right? Show me your face. Anecharak. And then you say, Nukpu, Paud Interu. I am the divine elements, those 10 divine elements, darkness and space. Right? I am those divine principles of nature. Huh? So many of us are spending our lives chasing after inanimate objects such as the altar. When you can put an altar anywhere. Oh, I know. I got to break it down for some of y'all, though. I got to break it down. When you go to the altar, why do you go to the altar? You go to the altar to seek the Most High. Do we not? Isn't that why we go to the altar? Because we want to seek the most high. Well, what is the most high? The most high is the sun. Is it not? Ain't that what we call the most high? It's the most high principle of nature. The sun. You can't do nothing with it. It's above you. That is what the most high is. The sun, the soul. The soul. S-O-L, meaning sun. And where is the seat of the soul? The seat of the soul is in the brain. The seat of the soul is the consciousness. You see? It's the pineal gland, which is the seat of the soul. Huh? Let's really break it down. Let's get into it. You ready? Altar. The altar. The altar, by definition, they call it the table in a Christian church at which the bread and wine are consecrated in communion services. A table or flat top block used as the focus for a religious ritual, especially for making sacrifices or offerings to a deity. Right? And look at the origin of the word altar. In Latin, it means high. It means high. And if you notice, there is two spellings. There are two spellings for altar. You can spell it A-L-T-A-R, but if you go down in Latin or in Old English, it was spelled A-L-T-E-R. So let's look up the definition of altar with that definition. Here you have, it's a change or cause to change in character. Okay. So now we're dealing with, it looks like we're getting to the real nit and gritty here of what an altar truly is. It has more to do with character, than it does a physical place, than it does any of these models or these different things that we use. It has more to do with you on the consciousness level than anything else. Right? Let's get back to it. Change or cause to change in character or composition. Typically in a comparatively small but significant way. And then the second definition is when it gets down to making structural changes to a building, a tailor. That's what it means to alter something. Alter. And as you see, the definitions, the spellings are synonymous when you go down to origin. Right? Origin. A-L-T-A-R, A-L-T-E-R. Both of these words are connected to one another. So when you go to the altar, you are going to seek change or going to seek some sort of renewal, breakthrough within yourself. It has nothing to do with what's there on the altar. These churches got you going, I got to get to church, I got to get to church. Fool, the altar is right here. You want to tend to the altar? You've been living in it. You've been living in it your whole life. What they say? The temple of God, right? The temple is not the building. Since when did we start worshiping idols? You see, these things in African spirituality, we knew that these were principles. These were just objects that we used to trigger the mind. You're not giving offerings to statues. You know what they did with the offerings in Kemet when they brought it to the temple? They ate it at night. They didn't let it sit there and rot. They ate it. Because they knew those offerings are really divine offerings to oneself. Knowledge of self. Let me break it down for you. You ready? This is what they do in etymology. So when we know that the altar is the mind, we know that the altar is now the mind, the consciousness. What happens when two minds of consciousness clash against one another? What do they call it? What do they call it? When you beefing with somebody and your two minds are clashing, they call it an altercation. Oh, how far are we fallen from knowledge? How far are we fallen from the tree? It's called an altercation. When you're sharing knowledge, right? When you're sharing knowledge, it's called communication. Like communion, they call it communication. But when it's a problem and the two minds are clashing, it's called an altercation. A noisy argument, a disagreement, especially in public. Alter. The mind, earth, wind, fire, water. Water is your altar. There is no church outside of you. There is no God outside of you. Your ancestors knew it. Did you know that these symbols represent, the pyramid symbols represent different elements? Did you know that? This is why they call the pyramid the house of fire. It's the symbol of fire. Huh? So when you got people walking around saying, I'm God, peace goddess, they ain't telling you, they ain't telling you no lies. Huh? The altar, the temple, everything is here. What they tell you, guard your temple in boxing. What is the temple? The temple. It's all there in plain sight. It's right there. But if you so bound to a damn book, everything that you process is going to be only on the physical realm. You can't process anything within the subconscious mind, within the conscious mind, and put the two together. You can't process anything that has to deal with spirituality and concepts. Because all you see is objects. All you've been taught to believe in is objects. So you say, should we have an altar? What are the altars for? The altars are there to help you trigger and manifest things. That's only there. It's only there as a tool. The Kemites, when they did that, when they had their offerings and things of that nature, right? These were ritualistic practices to reinforce something else, a higher calling. You see? It's all about the activation of the pineal gland. It's all about that. The pineal gland is what merges the left brain and the right brain together. This is why when you create an altar, it's supposed to be symmetrical. It should be symmetrical because the left side of the brain, this represents your brain. Okay? When you're looking at the altar, you're helping your brain to trigger certain things and manifest things in your life. So you want to make it symmetrical. The left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. As we all know, one side is the logical side and the other side is the creative side. So we have to make sure that the deities that we put in place and the different elements reflect that. That's what it's about. That's what an altar is for. Huh? Tell him, Robin Taylor. Jesus fake, bruh. He fake. Okay? They got you running around here chasing behind things that are already within you. It's been within you the whole time. Huh? Y'all wanna see me tend to my altar? Y'all wanna see how you tend to your altar? Watch this. I'm gonna show you how to tend to your altar. This how I tend to my altar. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? This is how I tend to my altar. Huh? That's how I do it. Y'all like the way I tend to my altar? Make sure it's all copacetic. Show you how to tend to your damn altar. Since they got y'all running around here chasing these false gods. Looking for a goddamn prophet to tell you how to take care of yourself and tend to your altar. Huh? You get so caught up in the physical plane that you lose sight of spirituality. You lose sight of all spirituality. Then it becomes religion. The Kemites too. This is how Kemet can just like that overnight quickly become a religion. Huh? Because we lose sight of the sciences. We lose sight that our ancestors were smarter than we are today, and they were teaching us the basics of science and technology. Even on the spiritual plane. This is how you tend to your altar. This is how you tend to your altar. Go to the temple. Go to the temple. Go within. Go to yourself. All the answers are there. When's the last time you took a deep stare into your eyes, into the windows of the soul, into the windows of the Most High? When's the last time you saw how beautiful it was? When's the last time you laughed at yourself? Huh? No ego. When's the last time you looked at yourself and laughed? Huh? Smiled. When's the last time you recognized how beautiful you are, how great you are? Do you study yourself? Do you tend to your altar? Ooh. Some of y'all can't even bear the sight of looking at your altar. Temple so dirty. Temple so dirty. You haven't tended to it in so long, you can't even bear to look at it. Huh? You've been taught your whole life, don't even pay no attention to that. Put that to the side, it don't mean nothing. Put yourself to the side. You don't gotta love yourself. Love the universe we created for you instead. Huh? Love me, love me. Don't love you, love me. And then the love that you're looking for, go on down and give it to the altar. Go down and lay at the feet of the pastor. And lay it on the altar. Oh, you's a damn fool. Huh? Tend to your altar. That's how you tend to your altar. You take care of the temple. The body is the temple. Where do you find the altar? You find the altar in the damn temple. The mosque. Right? The church. That's where you find the altar. And if you are the church, then where do you find the altar? That's all y'all need for the day.
Imagine not needing to rely on certain man-made drugs for the rest of your life. 9 Essential brings you the best organic turmeric powder. Turmeric is an amazing herb which has anti-inflammatory functions due to its bioactive compounds. Our product range is a safe and easy-to-consume turmeric powder that is based off ancient remedies that have worked for years. Turmeric reduces the pain that people with arthritis feel in their joints. It protects the liver from being damaged. It reduces the risk of cancer. It protects against heart disease. Visit www.9essential.com to learn more about our products.
One of the main causes of high blood pressure is your body's allergic reaction to sodium or salt. Over time, sodium builds up in the body and becomes toxic. The veins and arteries begin to tighten, raising blood pressure to potentially dangerous levels. Also, stress is a leading cause of high blood pressure as well. Job-related stress, financial and relationship stress wreak havoc on our bodies. Olive leaf extract helps to naturally lower blood pressure without all the negative side effects often found in pharmaceutical drugs. Take olive leaf extract daily to help lower blood pressure, regulate blood sugar, remove parasites, and eliminate negative bacteria. For more information, go to myoliveleaf.biz or call 612-567-3263.
It's going down, family reunion. August 25th, the Lighthouse Family Reunion is going down out here in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, I think we're changing the park, so just be mindful of that. But we are going to be in Brooklyn, so everybody that's coming out, get your Airbnbs and your hotels for Brooklyn. For everybody that's coming out, it's $30 for couples, $10 between the age. $20 for adults, $10 for ages 13 to 18, and $5 for 12 and under. 12 and under. We just did the menu yesterday, so we're going to have some great food coming through. Also, if you want to get your Lighthouse T-shirt, the Lighthouse T-shirts are $37. Be a part of this experience. It's going to be amazing. We got a whole lot of people coming out. I hope we can house everybody. I just hope we can feed everybody because we got so many people coming through. It's going to be crazy. So definitely come through. And if you want to bring something, you got a plate of something that you made or whatever, a nice vegan meal or something. Yo, bring that stuff through, man. We all want to participate in the goodness, of what you can prepare for the family as well. Also, what else we got going on? Oh, the next event that we're going on, family, is we're paying homage to our ancestors for a bus trip upstate New York, August the 4th. It's going to be at 10 a.m. All right. If you want to be a part of the situation, it's $35. That's including the tour, the lecture, and the food. All of that is inclusive in this package. So get down with it. We're going to be paying homage to Frederick Douglass, Native American Chief Logan, Dr. Charles T. Lunsford, and Harriet Tubman. Going to be a really, really cool experience. So you don't want to miss this. Definitely come on out to this lecture, and I believe we may possibly have a live stream as well. So we'll see about that. If we can get a live stream going, we'll do that as well. Also, if you want to get your Lighthouse T-shirts, we got those available. All proceeds go to Flint, Michigan. Okay, all proceeds go to the Flint, Michigan water crisis. When we're going out there and trying to do our best to help the people out there. It's been almost 5 years and they haven't had clean water. Almost 5 years without clean water, which is just ridiculous. So these T-shirts, these great T-shirts that we have for sale, all the proceeds are going towards that. So definitely get your Lighthouse T-shirt. If you already have one, get one for a friend. They come in all different colors, so we don't discriminate when it comes to colors. So you can get whatever color that you want. Whatever is good for your skin tone, we got it. So just you can custom make it. Just tell us your size. Make sure you put the size in there, and and we good. You know what I'm saying? What else we got going on, family? Oh, we got Lighthouse Power Bracelets. You want to get your Lighthouse Power Bracelets for donations of $50 or more to jamarmilton@gmail.com, and we'll shoot you out a power bracelet. Make sure you put your mailing address in there, okay, so that we can send it to you and you don't have to delay the process. So we have the Lighthouse Power Bracelets available as well, okay? And I got one more for y'all. Hold on. There's something y'all need to see because it's great. Yes, sir. So with that being said, family, listen. Don't turn Kemet into a religion. Don't turn Kemet into a ritualistic practice in which it becomes something that is just cliche and is binding us, I should say. That's not what it was about. Okay? Anything when you're dealing with altars, churches, physical buildings, anything that deals with the physical plane is going to take you away from your spiritual aspect of what's really going on here. Okay? Because when you see that it's consistent across the board with all ideologies and walks of faith, it should tell you something. The left side of the brain and the right side of the brain are two different. I look at the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain as spiritualism versus physical aspects or physical manifestation. You understand? Like your creative side, the right side of the brain, right, will be the spiritual manifestation of things, right? The physical side of the brain, the logical side of the brain, the part that you got to write things down. You know, it's all different ways of processing the information, and that's why we created altars and temples. Okay, so don't ever get that confused. Don't ever feel like as if you're not a part of the Kemetic movement because you don't have a fancy altar. Because you can have more power without an altar than somebody who's been tending to an altar for years. That's a fact. You understand? Because the altar is within. It's within the mind. So with that being said, may the divine force in me greet the divine force in you. Dua, 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 dua. Ashe family. Peace. I love y'all. Tend to your altar.